So at the pawn shop over here, we continue with the Wii U kick that I came into now. Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed, Gears of War Triple Pack, and Madden 16. The last two I should be able to get about 15, 16 bucks at GameStop. And this one is for the collection, and altogether was 10 bucks. Later. So at the pawn shop over here, I picked up a few common Game Boy games. Construction Site, actually Metroid 2, Hyper Load Runner, Quirk, Super RC Pro Am, Radar Mission, Turok Evolution, and Masters of the Universe, plus The Sims 3 for the 3DS. This one should sell for about 20 bucks, and Metroid for 15. And altogether I pay 20, so I get to keep all the Game Boy games and just get them for free and just sell the Sims 3 later. At the flea, just picked up a whole bunch of common stuff. An N64 with expansion pack, a PS2. I paid 60 for it just because he said he was going to get me some games tomorrow. We will see later. So at the flea, I was here last week and the guy wanted like 10 bucks a piece. Once he realized he couldn't sell them for what he wanted, he knew me. So he gave him all 6 games for 25. Lord of Arcana for the PSP. Gene Dark. Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection. Mimana. Sorry, it's called Final Fantasy. And Parasite Eve. Everything is there, including the bonus disc. And all that was 25 bucks. Later. Alright guys, here are the pickups for my last week or so. We will do pawn shops, flea markets, thrift stores, and hopefully we'll do it as fast as we can. The week was okay, nothing crazy. Picked up stuff that I can resell so I can add to my collection, and a couple of things that I can actually add to my collection, but nothing crazy. So here we go. The flea market picked up everything for 60 bucks, what you're about to see. I got this N64 with expansion pack. Wii Pro controller, a red N64, a gray N64 controller, a black N64 controller, which I will get to keep. I will also get to keep this cool, even though it's not official, but it's like a driving wheel for the N64, so I don't mind this at all. I've never seen it, so that's that. I also picked up from the same vendor a PS2 controller, a silver PS2 controller, and a silver PS1 Slim with a couple of scratches, but it already sold for 70. So I paid 60 for that lot, and I already made my money back. And the expansion pack sold for 25, 23 I think, 23, and 64 will sell for another 40 or 50, and I get to keep the controllers. So at least that's that. Actually, I also picked up Sonic the Hedgehog also on that deal at a Goodwill. Picked up this Game Boy Advance. It was supposed to be $9.99, but it was half off, so I paid $5.15 or something like that. So it's a pink one. It had these games: Namco Museum, SpongeBob game, Game and Watch Gallery 4, Super Mario Galaxy, and I believe it had Tetris also. And for that I paid $5.15, so that's not a bad deal at all. I also picked up this weird game that I realized that it's just a clone. But for $3 I just saw it, and for some reason I could have let it go. So for $3 I picked up this game. It's soccer and boxing. So no idea what it is, and probably not worth anything at all. I'm sure it's not. But for $3, hey. I also picked up, as a part of a pawn shop deal, I picked up this game, Sonic All-Star Racing. It also came with 2 other games. I think one of them was BioShock Triple Pack and something else, and paid $10 for that. So I'll get to add this to the Wii U collection. So that is that. I also picked up Star Fox DS for $2.99. Teen Titans 2 for 99 cents. At another day of savers, I picked up this 4-in-1 fun pack and the Pac-Man collection for 99 cents. A jam pack demo disc for the PS2, 99 cents. So why not? This is probably Rotbergs would like this. Let's Ride, a Barbie, or what I thought it was a Barbie, Silver Buckle Stable. So even if it's not a Barbie, I know this is the stuff that Jason Rotberg is into. So I'm sure he'll enjoy this. I picked up Flying Smash for the Wii for 99 cents. The next thing was I picked up this at Savers. Basically, it was all $5.99 in a baggie. It came with Tomb Raider Legends, Tomb Raider's Last Revelation, and the actual Tomb Raider. And then it also came with the collector's edition, which is Tomb Raiders 1, 2, and 3. Kind of cool, really cool actually, I think. And for $5.99, it's not a bad price at all. I think usually sells on eBay for at least 27 or at least 25 to $30. So not a bad deal there. I also picked up FIFA 17 for $4.50 at a Goodwill, sealed, and I already sold it for $19, I believe, online. Picked up Adventure Island at a retro store, or my local retro store, with credit for $18.99, which is a little higher than the actual price, but why not? The flea, actually, at a offer up deal. The guy had this posted for $50. I offered 30, and he said yes, so I picked up an N64 with Mario 64 for $30. The N64 is in good shape. The Mario by itself will sell for 25. Actually, it did sell for 25. So the N64, I should get another 30 out of it or 40 out of it, and we should be okay. I went back to the lady that sold me the Game Boy stuff with the Ninja Gaiden. She actually texted me and said she has some more stuff. She offered me all of this for 20, so I couldn't pass it up. It's a Game Boy bag with a few games. Link's Crossbow, Mickey's Racing, Dave Mirra BMX, Bionic Commando, Turok, which is kind of a cool game, Cruising World for the N64, and the best 3 games out of that lot were Kirby's Canvas, Pokemon Ranger, Wario Touched, and Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, which goes for about $20 online, so that's not a bad pick at all for $20 altogether. Cruising World, the 4 Game Boy games, the 4 3DS games, and the crappy bag. So that's that. At a pawn shop, picked these up for $20. Masters of the Universe, Turok, Radar Mission, Super RC Pro-Am, Construction Zone, Hyper Load Runner, and I also picked up Sims 3 for the 3DS. I already saw that for 20, so I got everything for 20. So Turok, Masters of the Universe, and I think that's it. I get to keep out of that since I don't have it. Now, one of the last few things, I went to the flea market last week. The guy wanted $10 per game the last time. I came back, he had more games, and this time he actually was more fair, I would believe, or I would say. and I paid for all of these $25. Final Fantasy for the PSP. Lord of Arcana, also for the PSP. I don't think this one has a manual. Gene Dark. Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection. This is complete. A game that I never heard of and my wife didn't even hear of, which is amazing to me. Mimana. And to me, the best game out of the lot is Parasite Eve. Very good condition for altogether for $25, so that's not a bad deal at all. And now, the pickup of the week. Alright guys, so the pickups of the week is nothing fancy, but it's something that I didn't have and I don't see. It was a clear Game Boy Pocket in decent condition, and it's just the pickup of the week because I never see them. Game Boy Pockets, for the first few years I couldn't find any. Now all of a sudden I'm finding them all over the place, but I know I never seen a clear one. So this is the pickup of the week. I paid $1.99, I believe, at a Savers. I think I have it on the video. I hope so. But $1.99 for a Game Boy Pocket, can't complain about that. Again, the week was an okay week, but all in all, I can't complain about everything. Always be grateful for what you get. And at the end of the day, it was still a good week. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hopefully we will see you all next week. Later.